welcome back. Well, welcome to the first episode of Immeasurables in this season 2. First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for all the support and love on the last episode. If you haven't watched it already, it entails to my rebranding, and it kind of will make sense more as to why I'm not talking about petite fashion anymore. So I highly recommend you watch that video prior to watching this one, as it'll kind of make more sense and will tell you more about Immeasurables' future and what the future means for Immeasurables. Thank you again. It means so much to me for people to actually view my videos. Even if it gets me 5 views, it means so much that people are going out of their way to watch my videos and watch my content that I work so hard for, especially since I am still a college student. It means a lot for me. So with that, I like to bring you guys Season 2, Episode 1, Confidence Tips from the Unconfident. Now I know what you're thinking, how could I ever be as confident as you? You look so confident. How are you the most confident person in the world? And what I'm telling you is it is a facade. I am probably one of the least in the running for one of the least confident people in the world. And some of my close peers can attest to that. If you ever catch me in public, you will probably catch me off guard, as I do not like talking to people. I can portray myself as confident, don't get me wrong on that, but talking to people is something way different. So, with that, not in no way saying that I am confident, but I'm just giving you some tips that helps me appear confident, if that makes sense. So with that, I'd like to give you some confidence tips from the Unconfident. So let's get started. I'm going to talk about my backstory a bit first, and then I'll get into the tips and the nitty-gritty of all that stuff. So let's begin with high school. Now, high school, if you are in high school, or you're starting high school, or you're finishing high school, you can attest to it being probably one of the most traumatizing times in your life. And that could mean a good thing, or that could mean a bad thing in my case. But it was also a good thing for me in my case. So, I don't know, you tell me. But it definitely morphs you into the person that you will become in the future. It gives you experience, gives you life advice, and definitely made me into the person I am today, high school. So I started off high school freshman, sophomore year was brutal. I came from a very small middle school and came into a very, very large high school. And with that means I had no friends to begin with. I made a living morphing personalities, which is not a good thing, but it could work to your favor in trying to be confident, which I will teach you about in a bit. But I have a talent of not fitting in. I don't know, it kind of works in my favor and didn't. So for example, I tried to morph my personality to fit into a certain group of people, and they saw right through me freshman year. So no one wanted to be my friend. But it did help me out in the future. I didn't realize that then, but I did realize it now. For example, growing up, I kind of fit into people with the same sense of humor as me, and then people, for example, who love fashion as much as me. But those two groups can never mix, for example. I can fit in with the people here, and I can fit in with the people over there. But those two groups will never clash. It's a talent, I guess, but could work out in your favor, could not. But it did in my case. So I opened up a little bit more. So freshman and sophomore year, I was very, very quiet, even more quiet than I am now. But I opened up junior and senior year to show a bit of my personality. For example, I joined my first club, fashion club, which it seemed to be, people seemed to like what I was doing since they made me president my senior year. Which was so exciting. I could probably talk about that in one episode one day if you wanted me to. But fashion opened the doors for me in expressing my own individual self and my own confident self, I guess. Confident. I say that term in quotations. So fashion taught me that I could change my hair, I could dye my hair, I could bleach my hair or whatever. I could shave my head for all I care. And people think that's so unique and so cool and so so out of the ordinary that it makes sense. I could do my makeup however I wanted to. I could not wear makeup. I'm not the hugest fan of makeup, but I could change my clothes. I can rock anything I wanted to, whether that's a Gucci belt or Forever 21 pullover that cost me $5 on the clearance rack, which I don't recommend going to Forever 21 because it is fast fashion, but if you have to, you could rock a pullover sweater from Forever 21. And that is the beauty of what fashion is. The ability to hide or keep in secret that you have a $5 pullover from Forever 21, but you make it look good, is what fashion is all about. Obviously, don't shop at fast fashion, but so I still am pretty unconfident, as I said, but here are some tips I found throughout the years to help you appear more confident, I guess, or at least appear to be more confident. So the first thing I learned is act yourself, which is probably one of my life mottos, morals in life, I guess. It's so easy to see through people. At least I have a talent, I guess, of seeing through people that aren't their real selves or are trying to portray a fake personality for everyone else to see. And it's very, very easy to tell that you're faking yourself. True friends will come along the way and love you no matter how you act. So that's how I found out how true friends are and how not true friends are, that will flake every time for you and pretend to be your friend one day and then stab you in the back the other day. That's what a fake personality can get you. Trying to be like a celebrity, which kind of controversial, don't cancel me for this, but trying to be like a celebrity or act like them will not help your case. They often probably suffer with identity crisis themselves, so the person that you're seeing in the interviews, in the concerts and stuff like that could probably not even be their real persona. So what you're copying is not even their real self. So it's just not getting you anywhere. Another tip I do have is dress your best for every situation. Whether that's going to the mall, going grocery shopping, or going out with your friends. You can, and what I mean by dressing best is dressing yourself for comfortability. And I think I've talked about this in another episode, but dressing for comfortability tends to lead towards confidence. For example, I find comfortability in dressing in sweatpants and a t-shirt to a mall. And once again, don't confront me in real life. I will be caught off guard. Whether that's, like I said, going to the mall, going to the store in sweatpants and a t-shirt, if that makes you there's a certain confidence in that. Like, I don't know if it's working for me, but I feel confident in sweatpants and a t-shirt at the mall. Dress for yourself, not the trends. You know how much I hate trends. I've talked about it in a video on my previous season, but dressing for trends is not going to get you anywhere. It makes you look, tacky. It makes you think you want to be like everyone else. You could dress like your favorite TikTok trend, don't get me wrong, but make it your own. I think I've talked about that, in my last trends video. But dress for your own self. Don't dress like your favorite celebrity is on TikTok. You could, but make it your own, is all I have to say. I don't think I have any, not respect, because that sounds mean, but I don't see uniqueness in people that dress like other people or people that act like other people. So imagine me saying that, how I used to dress like other people. So it means a lot for me to say something like that. But yeah, if you want me to make another trend video on how much I hate trends, definitely let me know. I can talk about that for 60 hours, it seems like. But yeah, let me know. So some closing thoughts I do have before I part ways with you for another episode. I want to say that confidence comes from within. And dressing however you want to dress and faking it till you make it. I'm not saying fake your personality, because, well, that sounds bad, but sometimes faking your personality can get you far, but it could also, people can also see through you, and that's not good at all. So, fake it is, when I say fake it till you make it, there is, I think, a proverb or like a scientific thing in your brain, how like when you smile, like for a long time, your body like tends to become more happy. So that's what I'm saying for fashion. Dress as best as you want to, or as presentable as you want to, and portray yourself into the world like that, or however you want to be perceived, and it'll come back to you, if that makes sense. So, I'm still not on the road to getting there, but kind of faking confidence is getting me kind of far, is what I'm seeing so far in my experiment of fashion. That's all I've got. Once again, thank you for listening to Immeasurables. It means so much to me. Make sure you share it with everyone you know, every one of your fashion friends, any fashion lover that could love Immeasurables. Make sure you share it with them, all your family members, your dog's YouTube channel, anyone who would love Immeasurables. I'm trying to change fashion for good, making it a more inclusive and welcoming place, trying to break down that standard, the standard of people and knowledge of fashion not being solidified. I talk about that in my last video, so if you want to learn more about that, definitely let me know. I could do more videos about Immeasurables and its future and what I'm trying to accomplish and stuff like that, but it's definitely more apparent as my videos go by. So I will update you guys on my confidence journey if you really want me to, but that's all I've got for now. Stay tuned for the next episode, and that's all I've got. Signing off.